Take a few shoulder rolls in the other direction. And then when you feel even, come back to center. Roll the shoulders down the back once again, so we have a nice broadening through the chest, through the collarbones. See if you can relax your hip flexors and take 3 deep, full breaths. With each exhale, just imagine you were sinking down into the earth. After your 3 breaths, bring the palms together and press the thumbs to the sternum. Take just a moment to think about something that you're grateful for in your life. It's so easy these days to get caught up in what's going wrong with the world. Sometimes it can be really beneficial to take a moment to think about what's going right. And maybe just one more moment to focus on what brought you here this morning. What is it that you're seeking? And honoring yourself for your choice to come onto the mat today. Release the hands down to the sides. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up once more. And as you exhale, take a seated twist, right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind the body. Now, if you're sitting up on something, it may feel better to remove your prop and have the sits bones on the earth. Just be sure that as you're in your twist, the spine is nice and tall, right? Sometimes we kind of slump over as we're doing our seated twist. Try to sit up nice and tall, crown of the head reaching up. Feeling your spine as you come into the twist. Releasing the twist, come back to center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to twist to the other side. Noticing if this side feels a little different than the other side. Relax your face. Take deep breaths. Release the twist. Come back to center. Hands come down to the sides. Inhale to reach up once more. Clasp the hands and turn the palms so they're facing up toward the ceiling. Now, begin to reach the biceps back by the ears, or just imagine doing so. Maybe you look up and slight arch of the back. With an exhale, reach the hands forward toward the front of the room. Tuck the chin round the spine. I'll turn to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing. Inhale, reach the hands up once more, palms still facing the ceiling. Slight arch of the back, look up, and exhale to round, reaching forward, getting that nice stretch in between the shoulder blades. Inhale to reach up once more, and exhale, come forward. Release the clasp of the hands, finding that tall seat. And I'm going to scooch forward a little bit so you guys can see me here. So clasp your hands behind your back. Hi, puppy. Roll the shoulders down and back, and then take the hands and bring them toward the right hip. Right, now the right ear is going to come toward the right shoulder, so we should feel a really nice stretch through the left trap and the left shoulder. Okay, release, come back to center. And if the hands don't clasp all the way and you're here, that's all right. Now take both hands toward the left hip and the left ear comes toward the left shoulder. And release, shake it out, and come to hands and knees. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Hang on, somebody's joining. Begin a few rounds of cat and cow. Hello, welcome. So, as you inhale, raise the head, raise the hip, belly button toward the earth. And as you exhale, round and curl the spine, gaze toward the chin. Inhale, come up. And exhale, round. Long, steady breath. Feel your spine, feel your chest, feel your abs. As you come into cow, roll the shoulders down the back. And as you come into cat, gently press the floor away. Should feel a really nice stretch in both spots. Come on, back to center, and we'll take a twist. So, bring your right hand to your right hip and begin to spin the right shoulder up toward the ceiling. And now reach the right hand high. And next time you exhale, thread the needle, bringing that right hand under the left armpit, but just to a hover, reach that right arm over to the left. Now inhale, reach up high once again. Exhale, hover, reaching over to the left. Inhale, come high. And exhale to come down, reaching that right arm so far that the right shoulder, right ear comes onto the earth. Maybe you crawl the left fingertips forward, gently pressing into the hand to deepen the twist, but only doing what feels good for you. Finding that edge. Relax your face. Can you imagine sinking down into the posture? Crawl the left hand under the left shoulder. Inhale to reach the right hand high once again. Exhale, place the hand back to the earth. Now, take a cat-cow variation. This time, head comes to the left, hips come to the right. And now the head comes to the right, hips come to the left. And this should feel really nice throughout the side body, the obliques, into the IT band, the outside of the hips. And just take steady breaths as you move. Feel free to make this organic too. Make it your own. Do what feels good for you. Come on back to center. And we'll take our twist to the other side. Left hand to the left hip. spin that left shoulder up toward the ceiling, and then reach the left hand high. With an exhale, thread the needle. Left hand reaches under the right armpit to the right, just hovering. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach that hand through so far it comes all the way down on the earth. Left shoulder, left ear on the earth. Maybe you crawl the right fingertips forward, pressing into the hand to deepen the twist. But just finding that place where you feel sensation but not pain. Where can you soften? Feel your body. Right hand under the right shoulder. Inhale to reach the left hand high one more time. And exhale, bring that left hand back down. From our tabletop position, walk your knees back a few inches. Inhale to bring the hips forward. Exhale to circle them down, around, and back. Just making these nice big circles with the hips. Inhaling to come forward and exhaling to come back. Continue with your breath, and we'll switch directions in a few moments. And just letting this feel really good for your body. Next time you come forward, switch directions. When you feel even, pause, tuck the toes, inhale, and with your exhale, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Check your alignment here. Your hands are shoulder width and your feet are hip width. Roll the shoulders down and back, low ribs are tucked, and the chin is tucked, so we have that nice tall spine. Nice long spine. Bend one knee and then the other. And this can feel really good in the morning, depending on what you've already done throughout the day. Just getting a little bit of length through the calves, through the hamstrings. I don't know about you, but these muscles can feel really tight as I start the day. So we'll just get a little movement, create a little blood flow. Pause, come back to center, and from here, walk the hands back to meet the feet, bend your knees, and we'll meet in our forward fold. Grab a hold of either elbow, let the crown of the head point toward the earth, coming into ragdoll. Maybe give a little sway from side to side here, letting this feel good for you, as we just create more length in the hamstrings and throughout the entirety of the spine. Yes. Be sure you're taking deep breaths. Hands come back to the earth, come back to center. Bend your knees so much your belly is resting on your thighs. And inhale to roll up to standing. Head and neck are the last things to rise. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. Bring your feet a little wider than hip width, right? Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders down and back. Hands come away from the body. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, come into a forward fold. Now, from here, bend your right knee, bring your right shoulder toward that knee, and then look to the left. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. My hands are going out to the right. My right shoulder is toward that bent right knee. Inhale, come back to center. And now bend the left knee, left shoulder comes to the left, look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend the right knee, looking to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend the left knee, looking to the right. One more time, each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking to the right. Oh my goodness. Come back to center. Release the hands. Woo, shake it out for a second. Feeling all that length through the shoulders. Heel toe the feet back under the hips. Roll up to standing with your inhale. Now, deep breath in as you sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Hands can come to the shins, the thighs, or the earth. We just want to roll the shoulders back here. And then plant the hands, walk them forward into plank pose. Legs are strong, belly drawn in, hands are under the shoulders. Press the floor away so we're broadening through the shoulder blades. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest and chin between the hands, and then come all the way onto the earth. Tops of the feet, hip points are on the earth, hands frame the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll up into cobra. Exhale, come down. We'll do 2 more of those. Make sure that you're using mostly back strength, even if that means you do a slightly lower cobra here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come into hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to walk hands back to meet the feet. Coming into our forward fold. Inhale, roll up, standing. Deep breath in as you sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands forward, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. We'll do 1 more like that. So walk the hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, roll up to standing. Deep breath in as you sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk into plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. And this time, bring your hands to either side of the mat, coming into cupcake fingers, right? Like as though you had a cupcake under your hand and you didn't want to squish it, and your elbows come high. Point your tailbone toward your toes, tuck the chin, and inhale to roll up into our cobra variation. Yes. Exhale, lower. Hands come back under the shoulders. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yay. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Reach the right foot over to the left. So we're getting a nice stretch through the right hip flexor, right psoas. Take 3 circles with the right knee. Just getting some movement in the hip. And then 3 circles the other direction. Inhale to straighten the leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Now, spin the back foot down for warrior 2. So the outside of my left foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Check your alignment here. Your front heel should intersect your back arch. So organize your feet. And I'll turn this way so you guys can see me here. Now, bring both hands inside that right foot. And then walk them forward, kind of toward the left top edge of your mat. Reach, reach, reach. And this can be a lot on the left groin and the right hamstring. Imagine the heart melting toward the earth. Find the breath. Notice if your mind is telling you something about this posture. Can you breathe through it? Now, walk the hands into center and turn the right toes forward so both feet are pointing toward the long side of the mat and we have that nice wide stance. Yeah. From here, bend the right knee, walk the hands over to the right, getting a nice stretch through the, oh, hi buddy. Stretch on the inside of the left leg there, the adductors, the groin. Come back to center and then bend the left knee, hands come over to the left. Woo, that's nice. Inhale, come up to center, high catch. Exhale, bend the right knee, hands come to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the left. Hi, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Continue just a couple more with your breath. Inhaling to come to center. Exhale, come down to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, down to the other side. Come back to center once more. Walk the hands back to the right. Right foot comes forward. Spin the left heel up. And then step the right foot back, plank pose. Now, option 2, lower to the mat and come to cobra like we've done before. Or come up on your tippy toes, lower into chaturanga, coming into our tricep push-up. And then inhale to lift up into upward facing dog. Tops of the feet on the mat, hands on the mat, and knees are high. Make your way back to downward facing dog. And if you guys aren't sure about what I just did, don't worry about it. Just so you know, there will be more videos, more yoga videos coming out through Santa Cruz Power Fitness that's going to go over all this stuff. And I'm happy to stay after the class a little bit to answer any questions. Let's go to the other side. Inhale the left foot high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, reaching that left foot over to the right. Make 3 circles with the knee. And then 3 the other direction. After your 3, inhale, straighten the legs, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. And if it doesn't make it all the way, it's all good. I'm gonna switch sides so I'm facing you guys. So spin the right foot down for warrior 2 feet. So the outer edge of the right foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Check your alignment. Your left heel should intersect your back arch if one were to draw a line through them. Walk the hands to the right, coming toward the front right edge of your mat, and then reach forward as much as you can. Keep that left knee from sinking in. Drop the head, drop the chest. Can you keep a steady breath here? Gratitude for your hip flexors, your hamstrings. Now walk the hands over to center once again. Turn the left toes in, so both feet are facing the short edge of the mat, toes pointing toward the long edge of the mat. Options. So begin to move into bending one knee and then the other, just like we did. Or if you want a little bit more, you can come onto one heel and then come back to center. And then, so I'm gonna bend my right knee and come onto my left heel. And that's just gonna be a little more on my hamstrings. So if it doesn't feel right for you, it's totally okay to stay with the variation that we did in our other round. Of course, listen to your body. We want sensation, but not pain. And if you're finding that the breath is becoming jagged, maybe just back off a little bit. And know that in yoga, there's no right or wrong. If you're doing what feels good for your body and you're focused on the breath, you're doing excellent yoga. Just check the time here. Come on back to center as you're ready. Yay, hamstrings. Turn your hands back to the left. Left foot faces forward once again. Come high on the right foot. Step back plank pose. Inhale and plank. And then options once again, either lower down to the mat or come into that tricep push-up chaturanga. Elbows hug the ribs. Inhaling up to cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale to come back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat. Big toes come together to touch, hips over the heels for child's pose. And for this child's pose, let's keep active, keep the hands active. So come into the cupcake fingers once again. And if you want a nice stretch, imagine pressing the armpits toward the earth. Hopefully you guys can, yeah, I think you can see me here. Wasn't sure if Cash is maybe blocking your view. So let your forehead rest down. And just remember your intention here. Feel the breath circulating through the body. Walk the hands over to the right. You should feel a nice stretch through the left side. Come back to center and then walk the hands over to the right. Press into the left hand, getting that nice stretch through the entire right side of the body. Come back to center. Leave the hands long, come into hands and knees. Tuck the toes, inhale here, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands, and exhale, walk the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Deep breath in as you reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands come down to the heart. Now, step the right foot back about, my feet are about 2 feet, but I got kind of short legs. So just take a step back that's about 2 to 3 feet. Now, heel to heel alignment. So my front heel would intersect my back heel, and my right foot is out at a 45-degree angle. Bring the hands to the hips and shift that right hip forward. So both hips are pointing toward the front of the room. And if you need to widen your stance a little bit, bringing that right foot out to the right, that's okay. So both hips are pointing forward. Soft bend in the front knee, make sure it's not locked. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over the left foot, coming into pyramid pose. And if you have your nice book or your block, you can always bring your hands down onto a prop here too. Just make sure there's a very, very slight bend in the knee. And if there's a bigger bend in the knee, that's okay too. Tuck the chin and find the breath. Step the right foot forward, coming back into your forward fold. Inhale to roll up to standing. One more deep breath in as you reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to the heart. We'll do the old switcheroo, coming to the other side. Step the left foot back about 2 to 3 feet. Left toes out at a 45-degree angle. And heel to heel alignment, unless you need to take the left foot out to the left a little bit. Hands come to the hips. Shift that left hip forward so both hips are pointing toward the front of the room. Soft, soft bend in the right knee. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, coming over that right leg. Hands come to the floor or onto your prop. And tuck the chin so the crown of the head is pointing toward the earth. And steady breath. Step the right foot forward and check out your forward fold. Notice if there's a little more length through the hamstrings. Yay! Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back into plank pose. Option for a vinyasa or come to downward facing dog. If you want to come with me, inhale, come up on your tippy toes. Exhale, come down into that half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to look between the hands. Exhale to step the feet forward, coming into your forward fold. Knees are bent here. Inhale, roll up to standing. Deep breath in as you reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Now, step the feet as wide as your mat and turn your toes out so that the toes are actually off the mat here. And I'll turn this way so you guys can see. Inhale here and exhale to sink the hips down, coming into our yoga squat. Now, if the heels are lifted, that's okay. And if you have a prop, you know, your book or your folded blanket or something, you can always sit, woo, slippery. You can always sit on your prop too. So what we want here is for the spine to be nice and long, right? So neck is in line with the spine. Hips are sinking down as much as works for your body. If your pose doesn't look like mine, that's okay. Maybe we press the elbows into the insides of the knees here. Getting a little more stretch in the hips. Now bring the right hand to the earth. Inhale to reach the left hand high, coming into a twist. With an exhale, bring the left hand down, pressing into the inside of the leg, and inhale the right hand. Oh, exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand high. You're doing great. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand high. One more each side. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, left hand down. And inhale that right hand high. Yay. Drop that right hand down once again. Heel toe the feet in. And then come back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Option for a vinyasa, or come back to downward facing dog. So if you want to come with me, inhale to come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale to lower down into that half push-up. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Hang on for one moment, guys. I'm going to check the time here. I really need a clock like right on the wall there. Inhale the right foot high to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right for pigeon pose. Now, the right heel is going to come toward that left hip. Untuck the left toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the hands off for just a moment, feeling that strength in the legs. Inhale to reach up. And now exhale, begin to fold forward. And maybe you stay in a high pigeon here. Maybe you begin to lower the forearms down. Just imagine the hips being square here, the spine staying long. And maybe you begin to lower the forehead down to the mat. Find your degree here, your edge. Now, if you're not feeling it enough, you want to bring the right toes closer to the front edge of the mat, so the right shin is becoming more parallel, okay? But you don't have to do this. It can be a lot. Can you relax your eyeballs, relax the jaw, relax your shoulders? Take deep breaths into that outer right hip. With an inhale, walk the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the left toes, lift up three-legged dog, Bend the knees, stack the hips, reaching the right toes over to the left once again. 3 circles with the knee. 3 the other direction. 3-legged dog once more. Exhale to place the right foot back down. We'll come right to the other side. Inhale the left foot high to the sky. And exhale, left knee, left wrist for pigeon pose. The left heel is going to come toward the right hip. Scissor the inner thighs. Lift the hands off for just a moment. Feel that strength. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, begin to fold forward. Coming down as much as you need. And if you need more, we bring the left shin a little more towards the front edge of the mat there, but just keep the hips square. And take deep, steady breaths. With an inhale, walk the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the right toes, lift up 3-legged dog, bend the left knee, stack the hips, reach those toes to the right, make 3 circles with the knee, 3 the other way. Good job, you guys. Lower that left foot down to the mat, lower the knees down to the mat, and swing the feet around so they're facing out in front. Come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Give a little sway from side to side, feeling all that wonderful length in the spine and the hamstrings. As you're ready, come all the way down to lying on your back. Hands a little away from the body, palms face up. Feet as wide as the mat. Relax your face, the jaw, the neck. Relax the chest, the belly. Hips sink down, legs are soft, and the feet flop to the sides for Shavasana. Begin to deepen the breath. Make small movements with the fingers and toes. Circle out the wrists, the ankles. Reach your arms out behind you and stretch, getting as long as you can.